Bench testing the 1959-1960 Cadillac Headlight switch with the fog light option. Serial number 02162022. Run-up test. Test number 1, tail and parking light test. Test number 2, tail and headlight test. Test number 3, dash light test, low to high. Test number 4, tail and fog light test, front parking lights off. Test number 5, dome light test. Test number 6, circuit breaker test. Test number 7, switch terminals insulated from ground. Again, this is the run-up test for the 1959-1960 Cadillac headlight switch with the fog light option, serial number 02162022, offered by TT Parts Rebuilding. Using a fully charged battery at 12.77 volts, we'll be turning on the battery charger to raise the voltage a little bit for this run-up test. Now I have an indication of 13.556 volts. First position test, we're going to be testing the tail and parking light. First position, tail lights, indication of the tail lights, front parking lights, off. Next test, number 2, tail and headlight test. First position, tail and parking. Second position, headlight test. And off. Test number 3, dash light test, low to high. First position, indication of the dash lights. Rotate the rheostat to dim the lights. And off. Rotating to raise the lights, brightness, to a full on position. And off. Checking the dash lights, second position, headlight position. Rotate the rheostat to dim the lights to an off position. And off. Raising the brightness to full on position. And off. Test number 4, tail and fog light test. Front parking lights off, front fog lights on. First position, indication of front parking and tail lights. Rotating the shuttle switch, turn on the fog lights. Indication of the fog lights on. We also show that the front parking lights have gone off, and that's normal with this type of a switch. Early classic cars had generators, couldn't carry the heavy load of multiple lights in the front, so the engineers designed the switch to shuttle between the front parking and the fog. The option is only available in the parking position. Headlight position, we have this option is disconnected, which is normal, but the taillights remain on. This feature option is only available when the switch is in the park position. Front parking lights, fog lights, and off. Test number 5, dome light test. Turning the switch on to first position, we rotate the rheostat to ground the tab on the switch and get an indication of dome light. And off. Headlight position, rotate the switch, dome light indication, and off. At this point of the test, we're going to wiggle the pull rod, and we see there's no flickering of the lights. It indicates that we have a very good tight switch. And off. Test number 6, circuit breaker test. We're going to test the operation of the circuit breaker. If there's a short in the vehicle, the circuit breaker will break the circuit, protecting the wiring of the vehicle. We'll do this in first position and break the switch. We see the lights are off. Lights are back on. Try it in the headlight position, break the switch, Circuit is off, circuit is on, and off. Test number 7, switch terminals insulated from ground. Next test we'll conduct is insulation of the terminals of the switch from ground. Using a standard 12-volt test light, we're going to be probing the terminals on the switch to see if there's any short to ground. First, we're going to take the test light, and we see that the circuit is live using the chassis ground of the switch. Now we're going to probe the terminals and look for any ground connection. We see there's no ground connection. This is an indication that the switch terminals are insulated from ground, but the switch is connected to ground. So we show that the integrity of the switch terminals are insulated from ground.